It's just like that, folks. It's just like that. And I love blurring that line because I want a lot of skepticism. So I want that because I plain view doing that. Think about how many people follow me. I'm not bragging. I want you to think about this. Think about how many follow me on YouTube. How many are here right now listening? Look at it. Look how many people are listening right now. They're not listening. And they're the same people that are not even subscribed to my channel because 95% of my comments are from people that don't subscribe. So that means they're a fair weather student. That means, well, you know, let me go see what this guy put on YouTube now. I put more effort into these discussions than anything I've ever put on YouTube, and I'm not getting paid right here. I'll prove it to you again. I'll show you that there's no monetization on X. I don't have any monetization in Telegram. So the Google that posted that shit, I wouldn't even know how to do that on Telegram because no ads roll in my Telegram channel. Come on. Ad revenue is trash money. It's garbage. I use that for my daughter. That's what that's for. Dad, I need help with this. I could use this. I need new furniture over here. My car needs new tires. It's like a slush fund. That's all it is. And when we have vacations, I draw from that. That's it. It's not a lot of money, folks. It's only $200,000 a year. I am not living on $200,000 a year. I blow through that all year long. What happens then? My property taxes are many times more than what you earn a year. Hello. I'm talking to you in the most down-to-earth way I can. And there's nothing for me to monetize in this. I give everybody else the permission to use these recordings, and they post it on the YouTube channel. And what I teach you in these settings is just like we would be if you were in a one-on-one back in the 90s with me. But I would be doing it at the start. And only being with me for 1 week was hard. But I had to do really well from that. But I didn't have a lot of students doing real well. Because 1 week, how much note-taking can you take? Think about how much I've talked today and how much you've wrote down. See, you think that all this stuff is grandiose, egotistical, showing off, being pompous. It's not, because you're going to get to that level in trading too. Or you think your shit doesn't stink? No, it doesn't mark some shit. It suddenly does. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna deal with that? How are you going to internalize your future continued success on short-term adversity? Because when you have adversity in these climates right now that we have in this volatility, these levels of volatility that we have right here, right now, you cannot get a case of the ass and say, well, damn it, I'm in board, man. I'm going in, I'm getting it back, and I'm taking a pound of flesh with me home too. You'll blow your accounts. You'll blow them. I'm trying to remind you of someone with 3 decades plus experience. I've seen every market condition that's ever been there. Ever. And this is the most difficult time as a trader I've ever seen. And these 20-year-olds that walk around, they act like that, you know, this is the easiest thing in the world. No, it's not, bro. No, it's not. I guarantee you, hook a heart rate monitor up to your bullshit, live stream it, and do that. I guarantee you, you're clocking 180 fucking beats a minute. I guarantee you, you're doing it. I guarantee you, your blood pressure sky fucking high. I guarantee you it is. Even in your bullshit demo accounts that you're trading these prop accounts, because the outcome means something to you. You have to respect it. You have to respect the level of risk that's on right now. But you never hear these young men come out here and tell you until they blow their accounts. And the ones that have character, the ones that are honest, I have every bit of respect for them. When they say, man, I tried to do this and I got my ass kicked. Look around, you'll know who I'm talking about. And I have utmost respect for those individuals. I know you guys don't like when I talk about Patrick Whelan. You know what's charming about him? He's funny. He's a diamond in the rough, though. Because what you don't realize is that was me at 20. That was me at 20. $17,000 a week coming into my hands, and I didn't ever have a job that made more than $200 after taxes. You could have told me nothing about how I wasn't the shit. And I was wasting money, blowing money, and things were a lot cheaper back then. But you know what about that? He found his balls to come out and say, I did this, and it didn't work out, and I had nobody to blame. I fucked it up. And I told him privately, and he came back with some bullshit. No, you're not going to teach me, blah, blah. I'm trying to teach you, bro. I'm encouraging you. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm an audience member. That's all I am. I'm an audience member. Don't lose sight of what you're doing for. And I have openly and privately gave that man my respect for the times he's done that, where he's came forward and said, I fucked up. I blew this account. I blew that account. You don't see that a lot. You don't see that. And people need to see that shit. They need to see it, not just the fast cars, the vacations, all the people you hang around with. It looks like a carnival atmosphere, doesn't it? That's showmanship. But when he pulls back the curtain and says, you know what, I'm working my fucking ass off. And I had a rough week. I had a rough April. He made money, but he is admitting to you that he had to work his ass off for it. That to me means something. That's the shit I want to see. That's the kind of stuff, not just from him, but everybody else, because everybody else is walking around like they have sunglasses on and walking on rainbows and fucking sunshine. Sammy fucking sunshine. Nothing ever happens to them. I've admitted, even though you see what I'm doing, I'm calling before it happens and I'm doing it. It ain't easy. It is not fucking easy. Easy would be me doing every 20-minute trades. I'm not doing it. I'm respecting the measure of risk, the level of risk. And when these guys come out here and they hold your attention with all the materialistic stuff, and they never come forward and tell you their adversities, you need to unplug from them motherfuckers. Unplug. Because all they're doing is captivating you with materialism. And how much are they really giving to you that's useful information besides entertainment like Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous used to be? You ever watch that show as an older person? I used to. During the show, I feel great. Like, wow, this is amazing. At the end of the show, I'm back to, I only make $180 a week after tax. What a fucking loser. And it's depressing. But then I start looking at how many more days it's going to be until the episode comes on again. That's what you're doing with social media. You're worshiping these people. That's why I don't worship me. I give you nothing materialistic. I showed you the goods. Here's what price is going to do. Because that's the only reason why you should listen to somebody about trading. Who gives a shit what they own? Who cares? I could be renting stuff. They'd be like, oh man, let's just keep this. Fuck that. I'm a simple guy. Simple guy. A Corvette, I can afford any car out there. Plural. I can buy a Lamborghini every single week. Cash money. I love Corvettes. That's my dream car. As a little boy, and I live my life like that. I like simplicity. Even though you think my stuff is complex, it's simple. I have simplified it. But see, what you're doing is you're trying to apply everything. And the simple thing is knowing is the market going to go up or down. It's drowned by what's the COT in the traders report saying? What's the relative analysis between euro and pound? Which one's failing to make a lower low? And let's add into it seasonal tendencies. And let's add into it 15 other markets because that's going to help. All that does, sincerely, this is what it does. It gives you more shit to worry about. I've shown you last year and this year by looking at one market in a closely correlated market, the S&P. You take everything I've called in advance and then executed and showed you it, times that by 20 accounts times 5. Nobody's made that much money in profit, ever. And I had 2 of them come out and facetiously tell you basically, don't even fucking try it, Michael. And I never would. I would never give them my personal information. But I really strongly contemplated making friends with 10 special individuals. 10 privately selected individuals to have access to what I'm doing. Scale back just a little bit, just to be under the radar. I want to test. I want to test these prop firms. I want to test what they're willing to pay out. And everything documented so you can see when they don't do it. I'm going to open a can of whoop ass and show the whole fucking world. This is why you don't want to do it. You want to make your money. Don't try to build up a big amount of money there. Get enough money to go into a lot of things. That's what the real business is. I'm going to come here and troll one people first. So here's my first response. I'm coming for you. You don't know where I'm coming from. You don't know how it's coming. It's coming, baby. Woo! It's coming in. Prop firm, day of reckoning. I told you I've been working on a project. I told you I was working on it. And guess what? You have fucking nobody to blame but yourselves. Because you have fucked people over constantly. They're making money. Well, let's come up with some bullshit rule. Boom! You're banned. Boom! You're closed. You broke this rule. Keeping endless numbers of fucking new rules coming up all the time. And you make it impossible. Trading ain't nowhere near like that. You can't hold a trade past this time. You can tell me I can't trade that way. Yes. Yes. Don't worry, I'm not going to regret your shit. Everybody else doing well with it. It will still exist. I'm just going to wait for them to pull the rug and say they can't pay out. No. That should be embarrassing. I'm telling you, it's coming in advance right now. It's coming. And when these people come out and show you how they traded, what they did, and no fucking rule got broken, except for something they Mickey Mouse will let their ass. Then the smart people will say, you know what? I'm not going to try to make my career out of it. I'm going to take a couple $1,000s out, fund myself, and leave them in the dust. There are people, and a lot of them are students, that are fleecing them on the regular. But I want to see the boundaries, how far it can be taken within their bullshit rules. See, some of you snubbed your nose when I said $40 to $50 million, because that's exactly what I would do inside of 1 month. With the bullshit that they have right now, 20 accounts, up to 15 contracts, I don't need that. I'll be 1/3 of that. Don't take my word for it. Do the math of what I've shown you. There you go. Motherfucker, walk the camera. It's just numbers. It's just that. These setups are going to be there all the time. These top curves won't be. I told you last year, there's going to be some regulators stepping in soon. A lot of these motherfuckers are going to be surprised when they show up at their ass. Say, surprise, motherfucker. Yep. So if you're a high roller and you're pulling out big money with it, it'd be very, very important decision making on your part to navigate that and start making sure that you're able to pull out what you have. Because you're going to see a lot of them just stop. One of them's changing right now. I think that's it. But the regulated broker ain't even enough. You're going to go with the prop firm. I don't even need to trade at all. How about that? But your pursuit of perfection is your very problem. And you think the prop firms are the best way to go about it. They're not. So now think about this for the people that have suffered just recently in the volatility and hurt themselves financially. You're using quote unquote prop firm. They're not even prop. They have no money that they're giving you. They've never placed any of their own physical assets, money at all in your hands. So it's fraud from Jump Street. You're not trading with prop funds. You're trading with demos that you're paying for. Now, don't get it twisted. I understand. I have students that have milked these people. But that's the climate of what it is that you're doing. Okay? You're playing with demo accounts. You're paying for them. And you're gambling with them. And you're gambling with them at the highest level of difficulty that trading has ever seen. And you're surprised that you're failing? You're surprised that this is difficult? See, it's not real money that you're losing. You can only lose what you put into it. Ask the people that have quietly spent $20,000 to $15,000, $30,000 on accounts. That's feeling a good idea, then. Because they're pushing too hard. If they just would have did one micro, use a realistic stop loss of 50 handles. One micro, 50 handles, into the problem. So, I was right. Start allowing credit cards. That was it. You know what that also is? That's cash grab. They know they're near the end of their life cycle, so they're getting wherever they can. I mean, how many prop firms have you seen go out of business? Just stop. Class action lawsuits brought against them coming up. Woo-hoo. Believe me, folks. You don't want to make your life there. If you can get a couple $1,000s out of it, okay, great. You don't need to work very hard or very long to get that. But go into a brokerage firm that's regulated. And no, I'm not going to name any of them. I'm not introducing brokerage. No one's going to accuse me of that, ever. I had a brokerage firm which reached out to me through a second party person. To know that person. Hey, very good. And I responded that I appreciate the offer, consideration, but I never do affiliates, ever. Because I want my opinion to be natural. It needs to be organic. No one pays for my opinion. If I like something, I'll say I like it. If I don't like something, I'm going to tell you I don't like it. And I don't care about your opinion. You came here to watch whatever I say or do. Wouldn't it make sense if I was being honest and told you what it is I like and don't like? What benefit is there if I say this product, this service, this broker, and they're monetizing their relationship for me telling the public that it's good? When I would never use any of them. I would never do anything partnership like that. I turn down millions of dollars every single year just because of that. I have a lot of influence, and I'm responsible with that influence. I could be fleecing all of you right now, and I'm asking you to consider the medium I'm using right now. I'm making nothing on my Saturday talking to you, giving you a calibration, a reset. This is how I should think. This is what I should not be trying to do right now. I blew it. Even he said it's kind of hard right now. And I can look back at it realistically and say, you know what, I pushed too hard in an environment that I shouldn't have. I demanded too much from my own personal trading in this current condition, and it was unfavorable. And I should not be surprised by it, and I should not be demoralized. I'm going to learn from this. The proper mindset. If my sons would have done this, hurt themselves presently, it's the same thing I did with a whole lot of public. But think you know that, but you keep doing that, listening to something different, and you don't listen to things that are right. Despite all these people out there in front of you Trading in these environments that are more difficult than trading itself, prop firm. All those rules that you're forcing yourself into, they don't exist in a brokerage account. They don't. That's not even a real perspective of trading. What you're honestly doing is you're making it an Olympic feat just to be profitable, not make a lot of money, just be profitable. They gear it and they rig it in such a manner where you are absolutely assured if you push just a little bit harder than you should, you're going to go back. A trailing stop loss that goes up as you make money. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. You can't build a cushion adequately as you would if you were trading with real money. They know by squeezing that noose tighter and tighter as you go, you're going to think about it. Then greed's going to be in there and you have fun work. Well, work me blowing the account, pay what you say. Straight, heavy leverage. If I get it, I'm going to pay out. That's what you find yourself doing. When I'm taking trades, and people that trade with real money in the account, we're not thinking about, should I do this or should I do that because it's a trailing stop loss and I have consistent. Well, fuck all that. You have literally stepped into an arena where you have next to no chance. You're trying to do something. But somebody that does have experience, somebody can walk through there and moonwalk through that motherfucker and bankrupt every single one of them, they would never let me take that down. So we're going to have to go through third party. I'm going to have friends and family members that have friends that won't be associated with me. And we're going to test the boundaries of these companies. 10 per country, 10 per company. So that way you evenly distribute everything. And we're going to see what's what. We're going to see, will they really pay you out? Will they really stick to their own rules? Because I can beat these fucking rules they have. I can. It's easy as shit. Easy as shit. People are going to do everything I do. You have to be like John. They get to see everything that I'm. And I'm going to throw in some losing trades, a couple little dry runs of, draw down here, draw down. But when it matters, it's going to rock it up. You'll see them. You'll see them after a couple weeks because you're looking for them now. And when you think you spotted them, they'll go into a tail stand, draw down. And then it's going to happen. And then we're going to show the world what your company's made of. Is it bullshit, lies, and trying to force people to lose money? Or are you really going to pay out? We've seen record payout. It's not anything to do with taking someone's record. I don't know. I have lots of lucky people are the baddest motherfucker that's ever stepped in these markets. We're going to test you. We're going to test you and your ability to pay out. And as soon as you say no, I'm putting that shit on fucking blast. It's going to be on every fucking social media account I have every day for 60 days. Stop. I'm going to copy your fucking account handles and everything and point everybody to what this did not happen. What do you think is going to happen next? Think there's going to be a long line of people waiting for the next fucking discount code? Nope. You're going to be trolling me. You're going to be on your